Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to your weekly oracle reading. Let's see what messages the universe has for pile 1 this week. And for this card, number 37, Oracle of, I don't know if it's Chadia or Chade. But we're going to be using the book for this because these are very unusual cards and they have a specific meaning. Okay, so for Chade, Oracle of Chade, continue on your healing journey with enthusiasm, but without forcing things to happen more quickly than feels natural. Sometimes the body will be ready to let go while the mind is holding on. At other times, the mind may need to be patient as the body processes an experience. Trust in your own timing and rhythm. There's no need to be impatient or to judge yourself. You are summoning the spiritual fortitude to tackle an issue which has previously held you back. When the time is right, the healing shall happen more easily than if you had tried to push forward prematurely. Things are going to work out. Be positive. Great. Okay, so there's something that you're working on, or perhaps you're about to start working on. And just be patient and loving with yourself, as we often hear. You know, this is difficult work. It's not something that everyone can do or wants to do. You know, it takes a certain kind of person to do the spiritual work, to do the inner work, the healing, and just self-improvement in general. So being patient, and let's see our next message, conscious living, number 59. The healthy changes you have been meaning to make are imperative for you now. How funny. So yes, another significant message is, it's only the second message, that it is time to do this work. Whether you're doing it, you've been thinking about it, maybe you're at the very beginning, but remember the first card, it said everything's going to work out. And not to pressure yourself, not to judge, and just kind of relax into it, go with the flow, not forcing it to happen or be aggressive, because it's not going to work out in the best way for you. And the second card, Shining Star. And a star represents transformation and wish fulfillment, dreams coming true. Shining Star, it is time for you to take front and center stage. So again, I feel like, yes, this is saying you need to do this work, but also by doing this work, it always raises our frequency. It brings us up to new levels of consciousness. And this is a very powerful healing for you, perhaps more awakening in the process. And I suspect that many of you are going to be doing great things with this power. As we often do, those of us on this path, we start to see that similarity. We start to hear that from other people as well. Once we start to complete and go through this healing, well, not complete actually, just maybe I would say stages. I don't think we ever complete the work. I think it's probably something we do for the rest of our life. But I feel like as you continue in your path and with your growth, it's going to inspire, and you're going to receive ideas, downloads of things that you might not have been thinking about or would even imagine. It's going to lead you to new areas of your life in ways that you're going to assist and help people. And let me grab your tarot. The Hermit. Mercury, Virgo, Earth. Don't ignore your inner voice. To hear yourself, you may need to unplug and step away from the chaos. Be sure to take the time to be alone, to do some soul searching. Your answers are within. Soul searching, introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth-seeking, independence, being alone, inner guidance, meditation, and consciousness. So this is always one of the most important things for us on the spiritual journey, is hermiting at some point. And I find, again, our path is different, but there's also some similarities. And this is definitely one of the main things that most of us experience. Even if we don't want to, at some point we can't help it. Like, we're just drawn to it. We need that time. We can't bear to be around other people. We're sensitive to energy. There's just, chaos. Is it saying take a break from the chaos? Everything affects you in a new and different way. And you have to learn how to live a new life, a different life than what you did before, because you are a different person. You are changing. So taking that time that you need. And the next tarot is Judgment. And I noticed some of the tarot channels I watch, Judgment card has been coming up a lot for many people. So I'm not surprised to see this. Pluto and fire. The upright positioning of Judgment indicates a moment of self-reflection again. This is the third time this has come out. You're likely close to reaching a significant stage in a journey. This journey may not have been an easy one, and you may find comfort in sharing your struggle with others to find camaraderie. Remember, I was saying that about the star. In some ways, you're going to support people, and they're going to support you in return. Okay, finding camaraderie. You may find comfort in sharing your struggles with others to find camaraderie. Now is the time to face challenges head on. Yes. Judgment, rebirth, inner calling, a new phase, absolution, reckoning, awakening, redemption, forgiveness, and mercy. Yes, these are all very common ascension symptoms. This is what happens to us. We feel lost and devastated. Our whole life has been turned upside down, and we struggle to find meaning in this new way of life, and it can be very confusing. But this is something that you are familiar with, perhaps. You know this. You know a little bit about the direction that you need to take, where it's going, and we always look for those little breadcrumbs, those messages from the universe that tell us what we need to know, that help us keep us on the right path. So moving into this new way of life, this new way of living. And the last tarot, Seven of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire. You're struggling on your journey. You may have reached an important milestone, yes, but naysayers are trying to knock you back and or causing you to prove yourself. Hold your ground no matter what, because you know you've got this, and don't dare let anyone tell you otherwise. Challenge, competition, protection, perseverance, defense, maintaining control, holding your own, standing up for yourself. So again, I feel like this is another, and I was recently talking to somebody about this as well. She is going through an awakening, and I've been trying to share what I've learned with her. And again, this is another part of the path. As much as we may not want to, there will come a point where we have to let go of, again, where I was saying our whole way of life is changing. That also has to do with people. We're here, it's talking about being challenged. You're going to cause a lot of people to feel uncomfortable. Your energy is changing. It's something they can't relate to, what you're going through. And it's very threatening to some people's way of life because they're so closed-minded and closed off and programmed. And sometimes we have to let these people go. It could be jobs, it could be friends, it could be, pretty much everything for us changes. And a lot of times, sadly, relationships, romantic, marriages break up, friendships, and it's very painful, and it's hard, and we struggle with this, but just know all of these things that you're letting go of will be replaced with something better. And you will definitely be very happy and excited. You're not going to be out on your own. You're not doing this alone. You're always receiving support and guidance. And let's see what your last three messages are. Reawaken your intuition. Allow your emotions to ebb and flow like cycles of nature's seasons. Okay, and that's another thing, another big thing on the journey of ascension or awakening is reconnecting, or actually not so much reconnecting, but trusting, allowing ourselves to feel that power in our intuition, because that is the main guidance that really serves us on this path. And the easier it is for us to go with it and trust it, the easier the flow is. Honor your soul path and step into your authentic self. Let your intuition inform your pathway. So again, this telling you, your intuition is extremely important. It's one of the best things that we can use because, again, as I was saying, this path is so disruptive, and we're looking for something to hold on to, something to keep it steady and stable so we can navigate. Your intuition is one of the best things, one of the best tools. And the last message is, heal through changing your story. Begin in this moment. Don't look back. Yep, that's exactly what we have to do, because, we can no longer live in the past, live the way we were. We can't hang on to those things. It's just, otherwise life is going to become really miserable and just, nothing's working, and it's just more is going to fall apart around us until we get back into the flow of this new life, this new way of living, and where we need to go. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they're helpful. Good luck on your path, highest blessings, and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam. Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to Energy and Light Awakening. Let's see what messages the universe has for pile number 2. And I'm just going to cover that up so I think there's some rules now. God forbid, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I'm sorry. I digress. Number 11, Gateway, New Beginnings, and Sacred Scar. And if you look here on her chest, it looks like her heart chakra is opening, it's shining, it's healing, and she has all this divine light around her head. So let me grab the book, because these are very unusual cards and they have a specific meaning. Okay, number 11. Sacred Scar. Your inner and outer scars are marks of your soul's courage. They are signs of strength and survival, of your willingness to be alive. The sacred scar speaks of that which once caused pain, being transformed into higher knowledge and inner peace. Trauma shall be transformed through spiritual initiations, leading you from woundedness to wisdom. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You can trust your healing process, and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening as they do. You are strong and you shall flourish on all levels. Trusting your healing process. Okay, so this tells me that a couple of different things, and I'm sorry if you can hear that racket. My neighbor is building a fence and he is going crazy with the saw. Okay, so the two things I'm picking up, some of you, this is about healing the heart, obviously, and letting go of some source of pain, some trauma, some type of chakra work needs to be done here, some type of release. And others, I'm picking up that this is, it's not so much that you have that, but you are more in your head than your heart. And the message is to start focusing more on living in the heart, making choices and decisions from your heart. And for those of you that need heart healing, that is the next step. That's exactly what's going to happen for you. Once you start to clear and open that heart, you're just naturally going to fall into that as well. And I thought this was so funny. This popped out of all the cards. Lightheartedness. 57. It's time for you to let your inner child come out and play. Yes. And this is, I find, so powerful, because when we connect to that inner child, I mean, even if it's just once a week, you know, I try to do something once a day now for my inner child, and just connecting with that energy is so magical, and it helps bring us more into the present moment. Because think about that, when we're children, we're in the present moment mostly, just like animals. You know, we're not thinking about the past or the present. It's all about living in that moment, and we have so much fun and joy for the most part. And reconnecting to that is going to help open you up and to heal that heart as well. So find some type of practice and start doing it once a day. It could be like a 5-minute exercise. It could be simple. Maybe do it once a week, whatever works for you. And you are worthy. It's time to stop feeling unworthy, unloved, and undeserving. So again, this is telling me, you know, that's major heart work. Could be some solar plexus work as well. But because this is talking about the heart, for most of you, it is about that. And you are worthy. Somebody has convinced you otherwise. You know, you're a spiritual being. You're divine. You know, Creator lives within you. Therefore, you are divine God as well, or a goddess, whichever you prefer. So doing that heart work, and up here in this card, it was also talking about feeling guilty. I think, let me check again and see, because there's a specific message I'm getting that relates to that. It's talking about the trauma and letting it transform out, and not to feel ashamed. That was the other part of the message that's coming through. You know, we've all been there. This all happens. You know, we feel ashamed of things that we've done or things that we've said. You're not alone. This is a normal way of life, but we can learn and grow from this. If it helps you to heal, do some type of forgiveness exercise, or you could even talk to that person. Either or, there's a lot of different ways that you can let this go, but this is part of the healing that needs to take place. You know, knowing that you are worthy, healing, letting go of whatever shame or trauma that you have going on in that heart space. So let's grab your tarot. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Water, Page of Cups. Listen to your heart. Oh my God. Okay, I couldn't have picked better cards on my own. This is crazy. Listen to your heart and go with all things sentimental and romantic. Okay, that tells me that's another healing exercise. Share these tender moments with someone special. Feel free to express your feelings. Dance like no one's watching, and be a giant goof. Have fun and be wild, Moonchild. Okay, again, that sounds like inner child to me. You know, be a goof, as it says, act goofy, dance. I can't tell you how healing dancing is for me. I make a point to dance every day, all day long now, and it is really moving and clearing so much energy for me. So again, inner child coming through, lightheartedness, being playful, being around someone you love and trust, and sharing your experience, sharing your emotions and feelings. That is powerful and helps move energy as well. Amazing. Okay, and the next tarot is Ten of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Air. You've endured something painful, and have multiple wounds as a result. It's going to take time to heal. We can't change the past, but we can certainly play a role in the future. The Ten of Swords marks the end of your ordeal. That's great. Things can only go up from here. Put the past behind you and start moving forward, because the light is ahead and the light is within. Painful endings, ruin, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis, failure, collapse, defeat. So that is why you feel the way you do. That's why, you know, your heart is suffering. Someone did this, you allowed someone to do this. It takes two people. I'm not pointing the finger, but the universe is saying it's time to move on. You are healing this. You're acknowledging you need to do this work now so you can move forward. And the next tarot, Three of Swords, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Fire. Your plans are in motion, and there are more opportunities are heading your way. To maximize your total potential, you have the chance to expand your horizons through travel, study, or business. Reach beyond your comfort zone. Doors will open if you stop limiting yourself. Yes, by feeling unworthy, you're limiting yourself, but the universe is saying, open up, expand your horizons. There's some blessings coming in that's going to help you. It's going to project you forward. It's going to open that heart more. And these are healing things, and the universe wants to send them to you. But you need to open up and let go of the pain and know that you are truly worthy. Preparation, progress, foresight, enterprise, activity, expansion, overseas opportunities, and moving forward. Yes. It's all about moving forward, healing and moving forward. You've suffered long enough. Okay, and your last 3 messages. As light follows darkness, so day follows the night. Be patient and wait for the right opportunity to create a new chapter of your life. Okay, so I feel like this has to do where it's talking about opportunities are coming in. So make sure that you're doing the healing and you're in the right space. And remember, not just the head space, learning and feeling from the heart. But if you're emotional and reactive, you don't want to make choices and decisions at that time. But you will know as this is presented to you, you'll know what to do. Two on the clock. It is easy to love and accept the light side of yourself. It takes courage to acknowledge and love the dark side. Yes. So loving the dark as well as the light, and this can be difficult because again, where it was talking about feeling shame and where you're feeling unworthiness, you might feel humiliated, embarrassed, but it's just a life lesson. And again, you're not alone. Everybody has to experience this at some time, and it's about what you do with it, hanging on to it and suffering, or learning and moving on and living a better life, and perhaps sharing with someone else that has had a similar experience, helping them. And the last message is, be led by your own inner soul light. Healing and enlightenment are within. So just reminding you, you can heal yourself at any time. You've always had the power to do so. And you have guidance and support around you. So don't forget to ask both the seen and the unseen. I find a lot of us on the spiritual path tend to work more with the unseen, even though some of us can see them, not all of us. I haven't seen my guides yet, but I definitely feel the presence. I know when they're around me and working with and through me. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they're helpful. Good luck on your path and heal that beautiful heart. Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to your weekly oracle reading. Let's see what messages the universe has for pile 3. I don't know why I said 1. Okay, here we go. Number 21, I was going to laugh if that card was 1. Seraph of 963 hertz. Okay, that is known as the God frequency. So right away, I feel that some of you need to listen to some 963 hertz music. There's all kinds of it on YouTube. And let me grab the book because these cards are very specific in their messages. And let's see what we have. I believe this card has come out before. Seraph of 963 hertz. Practice connecting to the joy that is always deep within. Always deep within you. Pay attention to what brings you exquisite delight. If you don't know what that is, you are guided to experiment and explore. Connecting to the joyful capacity of your heart will heal so much negativity and uncertainty. Let your heart relax. Allow the spiritual grace that wishes to reorder your life to manifest in miraculous magic. And if this feels to me a little bit like heart work. So if you were attracted to pile 2, that is all about healing and heart work. You might want to visit that one as well. So, and also discovering, really living your life purpose. For those of you, it says that you may know it, connecting to that joy inside, because that joyful heart is what guides us. Our intuition and our heart are so powerful when we connect with those 2 energies and listen and trust. It always guides us to the right places, the healthiest places, the healing, the happiest, joyful. So it's about connecting to your heart, and if there's any healing that needs to be done, any negativity that needs to be let go, and just allowing life to manifest its miracles, its magic for you. So connecting with the joy in your heart. And let's see. Oh, and align with your wholeness. How funny is that? You are not your illness, symptoms, or habits. You, the person, are always whole and perfect. So by connecting with that heart energy, doing any type of healing, balancing, or just connecting with that joy, I feel that's going to bring you back into aligned energy. I know a lot of us have been feeling really off the past couple weeks. I know I have as well. And sorry, my channel has been suffering a little, and thank you for your patience. It's taken me a while to get to some of my comments, where normally I'm quicker about answering. So anyway, sorry, digress. Aligning with your wholeness and reminding you, you know, when we feel this way, it's something we're going through. It's not who we are, and it will pass. That's always the best thing, and something that helps me, you know, especially when I feel like I am just bottomed out at my worst, and I just, I remind myself it'll pass. It's going to end soon. Soon it will be over. And that really helps me get through it, because I just can't imagine living the rest of my life. You know, these ascension symptoms that we've been going through, I just couldn't handle it. So connecting with your heart, your joy, allowing that natural magic within you to help create and open you up. And heavy heart, that is so funny. Again, heart coming through. Take time to nurture your emotions and wounds. So, you know, whatever's going on, when we have heart issues, we know what it is and why, even though depending on how much of it we experience, sometimes there could be trauma that we have forgotten because there's been so much, or it was just so painful we shoved it down and forgot it and just kind of split off. So grounding yourself, I see the heart, but also centering, grounding yourself, feeling safe and stable to do this work. And let me grab your tarot. We have, oh, and also reminding you again, oh no, wait, what's that? No, that's not what that one was. Where is it? Okay, so your first tarot we have Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Earth. An upright Queen of Pentacles is a precaution to avoid any misaligned investments. They seek to they seek to teach you to be independent and wise. This card represents nurture, comfort, and stability. Nurturing, practical support, reliable, providing financially, a working parent, security, maternal instincts, wise. Okay, so I feel like this is kind of a reminder, or just to let you know not to, up here it's talking about avoid misaligned investments. So now may not be the best time. Usually when we're doing some heavy duty, serious work, you know, our minds, we can be scattered, we're emotional, we're not focused in the right state of mind we normally would when we make choices and decisions. So, but this is also talking about nurture, comfort, and stability. So these are the things that you should be focusing on, not making choices, investments, or major decisions, but focusing on nurturing, loving yourself while you're doing this work, because that's going to help get through it much more quickly. You know, we always want to be patient and loving with ourselves, and that's not always easy, but something that's actually helped me in exercise. I can't remember where I heard this, but they said, when it comes to yourself, imagine you as your friend. Like, think of your situation, a particular friend with your situation. How would you react to that? How would you treat that person? Like, you know, it's our best friend or partner. We immediately just want to smother them with love and caring and nurturing. And so doing that over the years actually helped me to better care and love for myself, especially if you're someone like myself that comes from a traumatic childhood where you were never supported, you never felt safe or loved, you were abused in many different ways. So this was a very powerful exercise for me that I would always think of someone else in that situation, and then eventually I could just, go straight to myself, but I still use it from time to time. And the next tarot is Three of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth. Everything is coming together, and as the Three of Pentacles is indicating, you may be seeing success as part of a team. Don't ignore the talents of others around you. Continue to collaborate to get that last push forward, your final goal. Teamwork, collaboration, learning, implementation, building something new, skills, security, goals, long-term rewards. Okay, so for some of you, while you're doing this work, there may be somebody or several people that will help you. Maybe you have a teacher or a guide of some sort, a mentor that's going to help you, and knowing that these are people you can trust. I mean, we always get through a situation when we have the right people to help us. And the last tarot is Four of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, water. You're feeling stagnant and are having a hard time focusing on the things that once made you happy and fulfilled. Be mindful of possible opportunities you may be included to pass up on events, but may realize later they would have led to amazing things. Meditation, contemplation, apathy, reevaluation, restlessness, decisions, and boredom. Okay, so if you're feeling stagnant, and again, remember how I was saying you might have a hard time focusing on things while you're going through this, and things that once made you happy. I find that's part of the ascension process too, because as we're growing, we're healing, we're awakening, we're elevating to higher levels of consciousness. The things that once made us happy, the way we lived, certain people we surrounded ourselves, a lot of times these things are no good for us anymore. I don't want to say they're bad, but they just don't work. And it's time to let these things go and realigning with your wholeness, allowing these new things to come in. Whenever we let something go, remember something new always comes in, and it's time for new and better things. And also, down here, did I read that? Meditation, contemplation. I think I read that already. So meditation and thinking about things, that's also something that's going to help. Maybe writing, taking notes, keeping a journal is extremely important and helpful, because we can always reflect on our progress, write down things that we'll forget and come back to later that we may view in a different way that are more helpful at that time than they were. Okay, your last three message: the path isn't always a straight line. You come back to things that oh my God, that's what I was just saying. Wow, okay. You come back to things that you thought you understood and see deeper truths. Oh my God. How funny. So yes, the end of that is what I was saying about keeping your journal. And when you go back and reflect and look at things, you always have a new perspective on how to see certain things. So, wow, okay. And the next card. on your soul's journey, you need to lose yourself so you can find yourself. Again, follow your dreams. Yes, letting go of the old, because you're on a new path. You're a different person. Your energy frequency is different. Your thoughts are different. You know, we're evolving into that 5D. So learning to be more open, again, connecting and trusting the heart, living in your joy, your happiness. And the last card. It is in the silent pause that we find the answers to our questions. It is in that breath that we anchor our soul. Oh, wow, how beautiful. And I like that it's talking about the silent pause, because remember over here, it's talking about meditation and contemplation. So keeping a journal, rereading it, paying attention to the progress, connecting with your heart, your joy, your passion, letting go of any negativity that it was talking about in the very first card. Beautiful. So those are your messages for the week. I hope they're helpful. Good luck on your path. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam.